fill out those yellow cards during the show, not at the end of the show, because there's always some also like, hey, I forgot, and then he pulls up the whole thing. So please, throughout the show, during the show, please give it to the people that are bringing you food and drinks. All right, and don't forget, please, because we will go to your house, man. Tip your waitresses, tip your food servers. Okay, don't be colos. Colos, white people, that means cheapskates. You know, don't do that. All right, because a lot of you guys didn't have to pay to get in here, fuckers. I know who you are. So at least make sure that you tip your waitress at the end of the night when they're coming by to collect a guest. You have to pay for this shit. It's not a quinceañera. Thank you. All right. All right. Wow. Ooh, if I was 20 years younger, man, I'd still be too old. All right, now. Our next comic has been on our show before. In fact, you can see this guy working all over the place. Very funny young man, and I think one of the funniest comics I've seen in a very long time, man. So please put your hands together for Dennis Vargas, everybody. Dennis!
What's up? Get it for Rudy. All right. So I'm gonna make this quick, people, because I gotta get back to the kitchen. Thank you. See, that's funny, but it's true about Latinos, right? Because you can't go into the kitchen in this country without finding a Latino cook. But not white people, though. White people are embarrassed to be called cooks. So what do? They change their job title. A white person in the kitchen is an executive chef. I'm an executive chef because I attended the School of Culinary Arts. Motherfucker, you work at Denny's. How the hell can you be an executive chef at Denny's cooking next to my cousin, Julio? He's been in this country for like a week. Right? Then he comes home all excited, like, hey, check it out, cabrón. Soy executive chef. Pues hablo que es un executive, pero sounds muy importante. Stop it, white people. Can't just change your job title because you don't like your job. What if we all did that, right? Or better yet, what if criminals did that? Yeah, for example, cholos. Sorry, white people, those are gang members. I know some of you guys are like, oh my god, cholo, that sounds delicious. Is that like a chalupa? Why do they sell cholos at the ice house? No, but seriously, like, what if gang members change their job title, right? Like, I'm not a gang member anymore. Now I'm a neighborhood recruiter. I'm a neighborhood recruiter because I belong to the army of Juan. What about drug dealers? That's from 2010, man. Now we're street corner pharmaceutical dispensaries. Or a prostitute. See, that one's easy. We'll just call them politicians. Oh. But think about it, they both serve the same job function, right? They're both liars. They'll tell you anything that you want to hear so they can get what they want. And then once they get it, that's when you find yourself alone, pissed off, and broke. That's when you realize that you just got fucked. So white people, if you don't like your job, just go back to school. But don't be like my friend. He went to American Career College. Right now he's pissed off because nobody wants to hire him. See, I don't understand what would compel a person to attend a school that advertises between Maury Povich and Jerry Springer. That's like going to the fucking swap meet for high-end fashion. Retarded, man. Fucking idiot. See, some of you guys people might think that I don't like white people. That's not even it. Love white people if you're in here. Any white people? Yeah. Two, the fucking owners. But white people make me nervous though, man. I did a show last week. Nothing but white people in the audience. There's so many white people who look like a neighborhood watch meeting. But it was weird because all the comedians were Latinos. And it was funny the way they had coming up to the stage one after another. By the time they got to me, I was confused. See, I didn't know I was part of a comedy show or a criminal lineup. See, that's why I wear these glasses, because I like to confuse white people as well. Yeah, white people look at me and think, well, I don't know, maybe this guy goes to community college. Well, see, if I take my glasses off, Now I'm just a defendant. Like these two fuckers right here. So if I put my glasses back on, now I have my GED. Maybe from American Career College. If I take them back off, well, fuck it, dog, I'm on parole. So see, every now and then I really like to throw white people for a loop, so I'll do one of these. And now I'm just thinking. Yeah, so a lot of my friends don't go to my shows anymore because I'm always making fun of them. Like I have this one friend who's blind, fucking blind. He was upset the other day, so I wanted to cheer him up. I said, bro, it's gonna be okay, man. Just look at the bright side. Oh man. Never tell a blind person to look at the bright side. Something else you should never tell a blind person is, hey, look out. Because he can't see. You relax, I have to explain it. I have another friend who's all excited. I went to his house. He's all excited because he's dating a stripper now. He's like, bro, I'm dating a stripper, man. I'm dating a stripper. And then she happened to pull up in a 1992 Toyota Paseo. Now, see, to me, a stripper that drives a 92 Paseo is a stripper that's not very good at what she does. That's more like one of those novelty strippers that a lot of strip clubs have, you know? The one with the stretch marks and lazy eye. The midget stripper with one short leg. Or the fat stripper with the body mass index of like 50 to 60%. But see, it was weird because the stripper that he was dating, it turned out to be my sister. Yeah. I mean, I was more surprised than anyone because I had no idea my sister drove a Paseo. Asked her for a ride, bitch said they didn't have a car. So I hate watching those commercials with the starving kids. You guys ever see those that feed the children? Because like I want to help, but I don't like sending money because I have no idea where my money's gonna go. So instead of sending money, each month I send a box of condoms. With a note that says, stop having so many goddamn kids. I don't care, I love that joke. See, every time I tell that joke, someone comes to me after the show and be like, hey, what's wrong, Dennis? Don't you like kids? And it's not even it. I like kids, I love kids. I mean, don't get me wrong, not the same way that a priest loves kids. That's a whole different type of love. But I think kids are funny. I went to visit my family last week, and my nephew came out of the shower. He was wearing nothing but a towel. He came and stood next to me. And I see him, I was like, no, mijo, put on some clothes. And then I take 3 steps away. He's like, but why, tío? And then he takes 2 steps closer. No, mijo, seriously, put on some clothes. And I take 4 steps away. But why, tío? And then he takes 3 steps closer. Finally said, I'll forget, and I started walking away. And then he started chasing me. And my nephew thought it'd be funny if he dropped the towel and chased me around the house naked. The whole time he's like, tío, look at my pito. Tío, look at my pito. Which is funny for a little kid. But goddamn it, my nephew's 18 years old. So I live in La Puente. Anybody know where La Puente is? Yeah. All right, I gotta ride home now. But living in La Puente, I get pulled over all the time. So I figured it'd be a good idea if the cops had a pre-recorded message or procedure that they do depending on the race they pull over. Right? It'll make it easier for everybody. Like say, for example, they pull over a black guy. They'll already have a pre-recorded message. They'll be like, "Boo! Oh, hell no, motherfucker. I know you didn't do that shit in front of me, dog. I know you didn't do that shit in front of me. I need to see your suspended license, your expired registration, and your fake ass insurance." Say they pull over Latino like myself. They'll be like, "Boo! Nah, no mames, güey, ¿qué chingados estás haciendo, cabrón? Para el pinche carro." And see, they won't even bother asking for license, registration, insurance because they know we don't have any. Plus, there's a pretty good chance that the car is probably stolen. Now, say they pull over a Middle Eastern guy. They'll be like, "Boo!" And then the car will automatically call out the bomb squad. Now, say a white guy, like you, sir. They'll be like, "Boo!" Oh, pardon me, sir, I do apologize. I didn't mean to stop you for my sure it's a very important life. I was not trying to pull you over, I was trying to pull over that beaner in front of you. Please continue our way and have a very white day. And I'll say they pull over an Asian person. Hold on, it's gonna be good. Watch. We'll be like, brrr. Nah, I'm just kidding. Cops don't pull over Asians, man. They just wait for those fuckers to crash.